cutesy little stories about El Reno, Oklahoma. Why don't you get a real life? But I was raised in El Reno, Oklahoma, and it was a simple time of Ward and Judy Cleaver type parents. We had to think up our own entertainment, and we were very creative. After school, when I was in junior high, Kay Boyles and I used to walk downtown to her father's Firestone store, which was right next to the show and right across from the dime store. And there were 2 stacks of tires in the window of his store, and we used to sit in the tires. You can imagine an inner tube. It was fun. Stuff like that. Then the next year, I was in junior high that year. The next year, Patty Childs and I used to walk uptown, and we would wait for her mother to get off work and sit in her mother's car and watch the people, watch who went into the 2 bars in town. only we called them beer joints. Oklahoma was one of the last states to sell liquor, and so we would watch who went into the bars, and we would bet on whether they were going to go in or whether they were not, and we called it picking a winner. and I'll bet that if we had blackmailed those people, saying that we wouldn't tell, we would have made more money than we did betting against them. The next year after that, we could drive, and so it was a lot more interesting. Linda Hensley's brother made the big mistake of leaving his Studebaker Lark with her while he went to Korea. Now, the Studebaker Lark was a 4-seater car, but it had 2 seats in the back and with a console in between. And whoever was out of favor with Linda and got picked up last got to sit on, we called it the hard-on. Linda was, we realized at the last high school reunion, Linda has been the boss of us all these years, and she still is. I mean, we were at the high school reunion dance, and we were looking around, and here we are, 69 years old, and we're looking around for Linda to tell us it's time to go home. One day after school, we went out to Linda's car, and someone had decided that it would be a good idea to wear these Mexican hats. I don't even know where we got them, that had all those straw things hanging off the side. So we're in the car, we had Mexican hats on, and it was hot, and we decided it would be funny and fun to squirt people with water pistols at the stop signs. So here we are. We've all got water pistols, and we're squirting people. But the first person that we saw was Bunny Laughlin's mother, and we hated Bunny Laughlin. We hated her because she was a little cute and blonde, and had this, long blonde hair, and so it just made sense to us that we would shoot Bunny Laughlin's mother, and she had just come from the beauty shop. So we pull up to the stop sign, and all of us with water guns going like that. Well, Bunny Laughlin's mother then went right to the police station and told Harold Knox, the only policeman in town, what we were doing. And here comes Harold. And so we get hauled into the police station. He confiscates all of our water pistols and gave us the big lecture. But he didn't tell our parents. That's what I can't believe. So then the next year, we we decided, well, had done all of the pranks that we could think of. The next year, we decided we would, each one of us, tell our parents that we were spending the night with the other one, and really, no one was spending the night with anyone. And so we got in the Studebaker Lark, and we creeped out the river road, and took all the back roads to Oklahoma City. And we drove around Oklahoma City all night long. And we didn't do anything, we just drove around. And the neat thing about it is that we did all these things, and our parents never found out. And luckily, they lived long enough that we were able to tell them, you know. I remember when I told my dad all the stuff that we did, and he actually laughed because it had been long enough. So that was another one of my cutesy little stories about El Reno, Oklahoma.